All right, hey everyone. My name is Caitlin. It's been a while since I filmed. I don't have tons of editing software right now, so I'm just gonna film, post it for you, and then you can do some yoga while you're at home right now. This is gonna be a nice stretchy power flow. If you have props, you can use them, but if not, and you're ready to move, let's get started seated. So I invite you to start seated in a cross-legged position. Take your hands to your thighs, close your eyes, breathe. Taking a big inhale through your nose. Exhaling out your mouth with a sigh. Twice more inhaling through your nose. Exhaling with a sigh. And last one, full big inhale, breathe in. Exhale, letting it go. Good. Keep your eyes closed. Close your mouth. For the next few moments, just simply breathe. And as you breathe here, letting everything else that's going on right now just fall away. It's just you here in this present moment, in this space, you and your body and your breath. Maybe your cat as well. Today, I'll invite you to move creatively. So we'll start that now. Take your hands to your knees. You'll keep your eyes closed. Just start to create circles through your torso. So the sits bones stay heavy, but the torso begins to circle around the hips. And if you're confused, you can open your eyes, look at the video, and then once you get the hang of what you're doing, just close your eyes. And then moving intuitively, when you're ready, you'll switch the directions of your circles. And already here, you're practicing creatively. So if you don't like the circles, you could do seated cat-cows. You could take a hand off to the side, do a side bend. You could take a twist. How can this be yours? Eventually, when you're ready, you'll roll over your shins and into all fours, where I invite you to grow those shapes. So you can move through linear cat-cows, inhaling to drop the belly, lift the tail, the heart, the gaze, and exhaling to round through the spine. Or again, maybe you float in and out of child's pose. Maybe you take circles here. Maybe you do barrel rolls through your torso. When you're ready, let an exhale, tuck your toes and glide your hips back and up to downward facing dog. Keep moving in whichever way feels nice to you once you get up there. And start to find stillness in your downward facing dog. You're gonna bend your knees pretty generously. Drop your heels towards the right. Keep your hips really high. So you're still in downward facing dog, you're just side bending. You're gonna pop up onto the left fingertips, look underneath your left armpit. Your hips are high, your knees are bent. Take an inhale. Stay here for your exhale. Inhale, come forward to side plank on the right side. Maybe stack the feet, left fingertips sweep up towards the sky. Exhale, left hand meets the mat. Pause here for your inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees. Heels drop towards the left. Hips are high, knees are bent. Look underneath the right armpit. Press your left hand forward and away from you. Inhale, peel forward, side plank on the left side. Right fingertips reach up to the sky. Pressing into your feet just as much as your left palm to lift the hips high. Inhale. Exhale, right hand meets the mat. You're in plank. Inhale here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, downward facing. Last one, inhale. And exhale, take it back. Big inhale through your nose. Exhale. Bend your knees, look forward. Make your way to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, widen the collarbones. Exhale as you fold. Press into your feet. Come up to stand, reach up, look up. And exhale, hands through prayer at heart center. Down to your side. Beautiful. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward, hinge at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale as you fold. Press into your feet, come up to stand, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands through prayer at heart center. Exhale, down to your side. Same thing. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale as you fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale to stand, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands through prayer, down to your side. Last one, adding on, inhale, the arms reach. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step back with your left foot. Tap your left knee down. Hug your inner thighs together. Inhale, the arms reach up. Staying here for 3 breaths, and I encourage you again to make this yours. Maybe you roll out the wrists. Maybe you cactus the arms. Maybe you twist to the right. Last 2. Last one. On your exhale, your hands come down to frame your right foot. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee, and exhale, extend. So straighten the right leg. Maybe you peel your right toes towards your face. Inhale to lengthen out the spine. Exhale, fold a bit deeper. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend your right knee. The sole of your right foot meets the mat. Inhale, sweep your fingertips up to the sky, crescent lunge. 3 breaths. Again, this is yours. How can you make this yours? Inhale, the arms sweep up towards the sky. Exhale, your hands come down to frame your front foot. Step forward to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to stand, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands through prayer at heart center. Down to your side. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, fold, hinge at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step back with the right foot. Tap your right knee down. Inhale, the arms reach. 3 breaths. You can do the exact same thing you did on the first side, or maybe you do something different this second side. Inhale. Exhale, hands frame your left foot. Tuck your right toes, lift your right knee, extend the left leg. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold more deeply. Breathe in. Exhale, left knee bends. Inhale, fingertips sweep up to the sky. Crescent lunge. Anything you want to do To make this your own, please do, but keep your weight in your left heel. Keep wrapping the right outer hip forward. Good. Inhale, the arms sweep up. If you were doing something with them, exhale, hands come down to frame the front foot. Step forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to stand, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands through prayer, down to your side. Good. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, you fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, big step back with your left foot, tap your left knee down. Inhale, the arms reach up. Exhale, hands come right back down. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee, straighten the right leg. Big inhale here. Stay here, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, right knee bends. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hands come right back down. Step back to plank. Draw your navel to your spine. Lower halfway or all the way down, chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. End of your next exhale, bend your knees, look forward, make your way to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale to stand, reach up, look up. Ride your exhale all the way back down, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Step back with your right foot, exhale, drop the right knee down. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands come down. Right knee lifts, extend the left leg. Inhale here. Stay for your exhale. Breathe in. Exhale, left knee bends. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands come right back down. Step back to plank, lower halfway or all the way chaturanga. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale, downward facing. Bend your knees, look forward, make your way to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale to stand, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands through prayer at heart center, down to your side. Surya Namaskar. A, inhale, the arms reach. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Step or float back, chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale, downward facing, 3 breaths. On empty, bend your knees, look forward, make your way to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale to stand, reach up, look up. Ride the exhale all the way back down, forward fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your palms, lower step back. Inhale. Exhale. 3 breaths, downward facing. Bend your knees, look forward, make your way to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale to stand, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold it all the way back down. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, 3 breaths. Bend your knees, look forward, make your way to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands through prayer at heart center. Take them down to your side. 2 big toes to touch, knees to touch, inner thighs to touch. Bend your knees, inhale, sweep all 10 fingertips up to the sky. Utkatasana, chair pose. Tail is heavy. Lower ribs drawing in. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, flower step back, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, draw your knee to your nose. Inhale, sweeps you back. Exhale, plant that right foot beside your right thumb, warrior one or crescent lunge. Hips are squared at the top of the mat. Arms reach up, inhale. 3 breaths to do whatever you want to do. So you could interlace the hands, you could take humble warrior, you could cactus the arms, lift the chest for 2. Last 1. Exhale, hands come down, flower step back, downward facing. Left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, sweeps you back. Exhale, plant the left foot, warrior one or crescent. Arms sweep up, 3 breaths. Hips stay square. Core stays strong. Exhale, hands come down, flower step back. 3 breaths, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, sweeps you back. Exhale, plant that right foot, warrior one, crescent lunge, 3 breaths. Maybe you want to open it up, warrior two. You want to do something different, that's fine. Last 2. And 1. Exhale, hands come down, flower step back. Left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, sweeps you back. Exhale, plant the left foot. 3 breaths to do whatever feels nice in your body. Making sure front knee tracking same direction as front ankle. Exhale, hands come down, flower step back. 3 breaths in downward facing dog. Last round through, right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, sweeps you back. Plant that right foot. Inhale, the arms come up. 3 breaths, maybe warrior one, maybe warrior two, maybe something totally different. Maybe tree pose. Maybe warrior 3. Maybe reverse warrior. Good, if you're balancing, let that back foot come back down to the mat. Exhale, hands come down, flower step back. Left leg lifts, inhale. Draw your knee to your nose. Inhale, sweeps you back. Plant that left foot. Inhale, arms reach up. 3 breaths, whatever feels good. Sorry about the sirens. I live on a busy street. Last 2. Last 1. If you're balancing, the floating leg comes back in space. Exhale, hands come down, flower step back. Downward facing dog, think happy thoughts. 5 breaths in downward facing dog, or take child's pose or a sip of water, whatever you need. Good. Inhale, come back to downward facing dog if you're not already there. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth with a sigh. Bend your knees, look forward. Make your way to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. 2 big toes, knees, inner thighs together. Bend your knees. Sweep all 10 fingertips up to the sky. We're going to breathe here in chair. Again, very sorry about the sirens. You're thinking happy thoughts in this chair pose. Press into your feet, come up to stand, hands move through prayer at heart center, and then down to your side. Inhale, the arms reach up. Exhale, fold, hinge at your hips. Halfway lift, inhale, flower step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, your right leg lifts, bend your knees, stack your hips. Keep your left armpit lifted. Start to create circles with your right knee. So just playing around with the femur bone and the hip socket. And then take your circles the other direction. Good grief. Lots of noises today. And then bend your knee and stack your hips. Pause. Exhale, bring your right knee, right armpit as high up there as you can get it. Inhale, back, bend your knee, stack your hips. Exhale, bring your right knee to your right armpit and then plant your right foot by your right pinky finger. You're in lizard. So you can keep the right knee and toes pointing forward and the left knee lifted. Maybe you do little circles here as well. Maybe you're ready to drop the left knee down right away, but you're here for about 3 more breaths. Last 2. And 1. The left knee taps down, okay? The right toes are gonna turn out, the right knee is gonna wing out, but I want you to have this action come from the hip joint. So it's your femur bone, again, the thigh bone, rolling out of the hip joint. Take the heel of your right hand to your right inner thigh. Your fingers are pointing up towards the sky. I want you to roll the right inner thigh up and back, and as you press your thigh away, lift your chest up. Either stay as you are or bend that back knee. Grab a hold of your left ankle with your right hand. Try to keep your hips heavy and bring your heel to your bum rather than your bum up to your heel, okay? Keep your chest open. Exhale, right hand meets the mat. You're gonna let that left leg go. Right toes turn forward. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. Keep your hands on the inside of your right foot and straighten out your right leg, okay? So you've already been in a shape really similar to this. I just want you to notice if you feel any difference with your hands on the inside of the foot. Inhale, lengthen out the spine. Exhale, fold a bit deeper. Good. Now you'll bend your right knee, place the sole of your right foot back on the mat, and then walk your hands forward. So they're a little bit in front of you, maybe even off the mat. You're gonna spring off the left tippy toes to an L-shaped pose. So it's like warrior 3, but your hands are on the mat underneath your shoulders, the torso is long. If you were to look back at your left toes, they'd be pointing straight down. I'm gonna do this next shape facing you so you can see what I'm saying, but you're gonna stay as you are. So from here, I want you to turn your left toes towards the left side of the room. So you're gonna feel your outer left hip turn on. Keep your left hand on the mat. And then as slowly and as with control as possible, I want you to bring your left foot off the left side of your body. So now your left toes are pointing towards the front of the room. You should feel your oblique the right outer hip, the left outer hip, fire on for 3, 2. On one, step your left foot to the top of your mat. Feet are mat width distance apart. Turn your heels in, turn your toes out, cinch your bum down. You're in Malasana, yogic squat. Bring your hands to prayer at heart center. On your next inhale, you're gonna press into your heels, get really big, take up space, become a star. Big inhale. And then exhale, slowly lower all the way back down. You're a star. Big inhale. Exhale, lower all the way back down. Last one, big inhale, pausing at the top. Heel toe your feet to shoulder width, hip width distance apart. Hands come through prayer at heart center to your lower back. Fingers point down. Elbows squeeze towards one another. Inhale, the chest lifts, navel draws in and up. Inhale, straighten out your spine. Exhale, fold, let your hands come down towards the earth. Halfway lift, inhale. Slower step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts, bend your knees, stack your hips. Keep your right armpit lifted and let nothing else in your body change as you start to create big circles through that left hip. So imagine there's a crayon attached to your knee. And then take your circles the other direction. And then pause, bending your knees, stacking your hips. Exhale, bring your left knee to your left armpit. Inhale, back, bend your knees, stack your hips. Left knee, left armpit. Plant your left foot by your left pinky finger on the outside of the hand. For 5 breaths, you're either doing those circles, maybe you settle into the lizard lunge right away, maybe you take a twist. You're here for about 3, 2, and 1. Right knee comes down to the mat. Left knee and toe wing out. You know this action is happening at the hip. You bring the heel of your left hand to your left inner thigh. Wrap your left inner thigh up and back, and then press your thigh. So make sure your hand's not on your knee. You don't want to put pressure on the joint. Press the thigh away from you as you roll your left shoulder back, look to the sky. Stay here or bend your right knee. Grab a hold of your right ankle with your left hand. Left hand meets the mat, left toes turn forward. Right toes tuck, right knee lifts. You're gonna extend that left leg. Inhale, widen the collarbones, and exhale, you might fold. And it's okay if it feels really different than the first time we did this, with the hands framing the foot. It's okay if it feels the exact same. You're just here exploring, noticing. Good. And then your left knee bends. Walk your hands slightly forward, spring off the right tippy toes, L-shaped pose. Starting with the right toes pointing straight down. Nice strong core. Good. Now squeeze your right glute. So squeeze the right butt cheek to stack the hips. Keep your right hand down and then swing with control the right foot off to the side. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The right foot meets the mat, feet mat width distance apart, heels in, toes out, sink your hips. Lift your pelvic floor, hands to prayer at heart center. Good. Inhale, get really big like a star. Take up space. Exhale, slowly come back down. Inhale, get big, take up space. Exhale all the way back down. Inhale, get big, take up space. Stay at the top, heel toe the feet hip width distance apart. Hands come through prayer at heart center to your lower back. Scoop out your lower belly as you lift your heart up to the sky. Baby, baby, baby back bend. Inhale, straighten out the spine. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Plant your palms, flow or step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts, bend your knees, stack your hips. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, sweeps you back. Exhale, right knee, right armpit. Inhale, sweeps you back. Exhale, right knee, left armpit. Inhale, sweeps you back. Exhale, plant your right foot beside your right thumb. Left knee stays lifted. Good. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Crescent lunge. Draw your navel in and up. Square the hips by drawing the right hip back. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, twist to the right, stay open. Use your oblique, so twist happening behind the navel. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, reach up. Squeeze your right butt cheek like no one's business. Exhale, open it up, warrior two. You should see your right big toe on the inside of your right thigh. Lower body stays the same. Inhale, flip your right palm, reverse your warrior. Exhale, right elbow to your right knee, left fingertips forward. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale, dancing this warrior. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Now as you inhale, become a star. All 10 fingertips up to the sky. Pivot those right toes to point to the long edge of your mat. Interlace your hands behind your back. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Chest lifts, inhale. Exhale, fold. Hinging at the hips. And then this is another spot for 5 breaths where you can make this your own. So maybe you don't like interlacing the hands. Maybe you want to take peace fingers around the big toes, let the crown of your head be heavy. Maybe you want to bend into the knees. For 3. Last 2. Good. On 1, hands meet the mat underneath your shoulders. Turn all 10 toes out. Keep your legs wide. Skandasana, bending into the right knee. Bend your right knee, ride your left heel, left toes point up to the sky. It is okay if you're really lifted. Maybe hands come to prayer at heart center. With or without the use of your hands, you're going to find a lunge facing the back of your mat, bending into your left knee. Your hands will come down to the earth. You'll plant your right palm underneath your right shoulder. Inhale, sweep your left fingertips up to the sky. Breathe. Press into your right palm. Drop your right heel to the right. Reach your left hand down to tie an invisible string between your left foot and your left hand. You're going to press into your right side and explode open to side plank on your right side. It's okay if this is hard, okay? You're trying something new. Try to lift the chest for 3, 2, on 1, wild thing. Left toes come behind you. You draw your navel in and up. You lift your heart and your hips. Keep the strong core. You're stepping your left foot to the top of your mat, the back top of your mat. Ardha Chandrasana. Your left hand comes to the back left corner of your mat. You're going to press through your right heel, float your right leg, reach right fingertips up to the sky,
stacking your right side body over top of the left. For 3, 2, on 1. Step the left foot back, pardon me, step right foot back, bend into the left knee, warrior 2. Inhale, flip your palm, reverse your warrior. Exhale, lower step back, downward facing dog, facing the back of your mat. Left leg lifts, inhale. Left knee to your nose. Inhale, sweeps you back. Left knee, left armpit. Inhale, sweeps you back. Left knee, right armpit. Inhale, sweeps you back. Exhale, plant your left foot beside your left thumb. Inhale, arms reach up, crescent lunge. You are gonna stay facing the back of the room. I'm just gonna turn around so that you can see me better on the left side. Okay. So your left leg is forward, you're facing the back of your mat, your arms are reaching up. Exhale, twist to the left, stay open. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to the left, stay open. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze your left butt cheek, warrior 2, open it up. Okay? Knees at a 90, you can see your left big toe. Inhale, flip your left palm, reverse your warrior. Exhale, elbow to knee, right fingertips forward. Now your knee doesn't actually need to be perfectly at 90, it can be a little bit less, but try to make sure it's not forward from knee from ankle. Inhale, flip the palm, reverse your warrior. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, you're a star. Pivot the left toes forward. Interlace the hands behind your back. Inhale, the chest lifts. Exhale as you fold. 5 breaths to do whatever you want. Maybe you release the hands. Maybe you take headstand. Maybe you bend into the knees. Last 3. Last 2. If the feet or hands are floating, bring them down to the mat underneath your shoulders. Turn all 10 toes out. Bend your left knee, sink your hips, ride your right heel. Lift the pelvic floor up and try to keep your chest proud. With or without the use of your hands, you're finding that lunge facing the front of the room. Your hands will eventually frame your right foot. All 10 toes point to the front of the mat. Your right knee bends. Inhale, right fingertips reach up to the sky. Now find that explosive star-like side plank. You're gonna come into the pinky side of your left foot. You're gonna tie an invisible string around your right foot and then press into the entire left side to lift your hips and take the right foot and hand to the sky for 5. Try to keep your chest open for 3, 2, 1. Wild thing. Right toes tap behind you with a strong core. You lift your heart and hips high. Half moon. Right foot taps to the top of your mat. Right hand comes to the upper right corner of your mat. Now shift your weight into your right foot. Fly the left leg. Press through your left heel. Get big. Exhale, warrior 2. The right knee bends. Inhale, flip your palm, reverse your warrior. Exhale, windmill your hands to frame your front foot. Flow or step back, downward facing dog, facing the front of the mat. Exhale, walk your hands back towards your feet. So you're forward folding at the back of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale up to stand, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands through prayer at heart center. Down to your side. Okay, we're getting there, we're getting there.
We're gonna do a little balancing sequence, and then I'll start to cool you down. So you're gonna start with your weight on your right foot. You're at the back of your mat, you're facing the front of the room. Hands to hips. I want you to pop up onto your left tippy toes, squeeze that left butt cheek to externally rotate the hip. You're setting up for tree pose. Either keep your left toes on the mat or bring them anywhere along your right leg. Please avoid your knee joint. Hands come to prayer at heart center. Then for 5 breaths, make this yours. Maybe you reach up. Maybe you clasp the hands, lift your chest. Maybe you close your eyes. Good, bring your hands back to prayer at heart center. You're gonna keep the squeeze of your left glute. Keep the external rotation of your left hip. Good, bend your right knee. Bring your left foot off of the right thigh. Keep the ankle flexed, figure 4. So now you're in this standing figure 4 shape. Bending into the right knee and spreading the sits bones back and apart as though you're at a bar stool. Again, stay here. Maybe the arms fly. Maybe you take the arm balance. Last breath. Press into your right foot. Inhale. Come up to stand. Pull that left knee towards your chest. I want you to step your left foot forward. As you do, reach your left arm to the sky. Bend your right knee and grab a hold of the inner arch of your right foot with your right hand. Bring your knees back together. Inhale. Lift your heart, your head, your left fingertips to the sky as you lengthen your tail down. Stay here. Exhale. Now as you inhale, I want you to start to press your foot into your hand and keep thinking about lifting the chest up. Good, inhale here. Exhale, standing splits. You can start to pitch the body forward. Let the right leg go. Kick your right foot up to the sky. I'm okay if you want to hike the hips here. If you don't like that feeling, take an L-shaped pose like we've already done. Maybe you walk your hands back to your standing ankle for 4, 3, 2, on 1. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, so think more L-shaped pose. That right knee now is going to come in towards the chest. Your right foot is going to step forward beside the right thumb. Your right hand comes to the upper right corner of the mat. You're going to come off of the left tippy toes, squeeze the left glute, open it up, half moon. You've already been here. Left side body stacking on top of the right. Stay here or bend your left knee. Grab a hold of your left ankle with your left hand. If you have a hold of the ankle, let it go. Bend your right knee, step back, warrior 2. Inhale, flip your palm, reverse your warrior. Exhale, windmill your hands to frame your front foot, flow or step back, downward facing. Hands walk back towards the feet, forward folding at the back of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to stand, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands through prayer, down to your side. Hands to the hips, you shift your weight into your left foot, pop onto the right tippy toes, squeeze the right glute, externally rotate the hip, tree pose, sole of the right foot anywhere along the left leg, except the knee joint for 5 breaths. Hands come back to prayer at heart center. Figure 4, keep the external rotation through your right hip as you take the leg away from the left thigh. Keep the right ankle flexed, take it across the left thigh, bend your left knee. 5 breaths. Try to keep your core really strong. Navel draws in and up. Inhale, come back up to stand. Right knee draws to your chest. Step the right foot forward. As you do, right fingertips sweep up to the sky, left knee bends. Grab hold of your left inner arch with the left hand. Bring the knees back together. Inhale, reach the right fingertips up, let your tail be heavy, and then press your foot into your hand. Try not to open towards the left side of the room. Keep wrapping the left outer hip forward. Start to pitch forward. Let your hands come down to the mat or blocks. Let that left hip hike up. Maybe you grab a hold of your right ankle with your hands. Woo! Maybe you catch a tumble, that's okay. Just come back into it. Good. If you walked your hands back, take them forward. Find that half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. The left knee comes to the chest, left foot steps to the upper left corner of the mat. Your hand will walk forward, left hand walks forward. Open it up. Floating, stacking right side body on top of the left. Maybe right knee bends. Grab a hold of your right ankle with your right hand. Gently let the right leg go. Bend your left knee. Warrior two. Inhale, flip your palm, reverse your warrior. Exhale, windmill your hands to frame your front foot. Flow or step back, downward facing dog. Okay, here comes the fun bit, the fun bit of work before we start to really bring it down. You're in downward facing dog. Take an inhale. On your exhale, as close to at the same time as possible, bring your forearms down to the mat. And then as close to at the same time as possible, lift your forearms up. That's one. We're doing it 5 times. Lower, lift. That's 2. Lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift. Lower onto your forearms, stay. Press your forearms down. Do not put your head near the mat. Walk your feet towards your hands a little bit, maybe the hips lift a bit higher. Press your heart towards your thighs for 4, 3, 2. If you walked the feet in, take them back. Lift your forearms up. Good. Inhale, come forward to plank. Lower halfway down, chaturanga. This is your last vinyasa. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, lower all the way down onto your stomach. Okay. Bring your forearms to the mat. Elbows underneath your shoulders. You're gonna froggy that right leg off to the side. Thread your left arm underneath your right. You're gonna tuck your left toes so you can lift the left hip and come onto the outer left hip. Now let your chest open to the sky. Bring your right shoulder down, even if that means your right knee lifts for a reclined twist. Close your eyes. Start to breathe. The hard work is done. We're going to get out of this one the same way we came in. So you're going to bring your right hand to the mat. You press into your right palm to unravel. Your forearms come down. You'll bring your pelvis back down. The right leg will go long. The left leg will froggy. The right arm threads underneath the left. I'm going to tuck the right toes so you can come onto the outer right hip. You can see already my left knee is lifted. I'm going to open your chest towards the sky. Left shoulder comes down.
even if that means the left knee lifts. Breathe. If you don't like the sensation of the knee floating, put a block, a book, a pillow or bolster, something underneath it. This one's a little bit different. You're just gonna roll onto your back. When you roll onto your back, the soles of your feet will meet the mat with your ankles underneath your knees. I want you to bend your elbows alongside your waist, fingertips to the ceiling like you're a T-Rex. Press into the soles of your feet. Press into the backs of your arms. Lift your hips for bridge. Option to interlace the hands behind your back. Roll your shoulders underneath you. Press the outsides of the arms and hands down. Imagine that you have a block between the thighs. So as you squeeze that imaginary block, think about lengthening your tail towards the back of your knees. As you exhale, come all the way down, unclasp your hands, roll onto your back, soles of the feet together, knees wide apart. Close your eyes, just breathe. One more back bend. Either repeat bridge or we'll do wheel together. Either way, the soles of your feet are going to meet the mat, ankles underneath the knees. You know what to do for bridge. We just did it. Otherwise, hands meet the mat beside your ears for wheel. Fingertips point towards the shoulders. Now very gently press to the crown of the head. Draw the elbows towards one another and then lift your head off the mat. No matter where you are, think about wrapping the inner thighs down, lifting the upper hip points towards your face, and breathing. Slowly lower all the way down onto your back. Again, soles of the feet together, knees wide apart. Close your eyes, just breathe. And then reset the feet as though we're going to do another back bend. This time, I'm going to keep the sole of your left foot down, kick your right foot to the sky, kick your right heel to the sky more than the toes. And then keep your right ankle flexed, take it across the left thigh. Stay here or reach through that window you've made, thread the needle. Let the sole of your left foot meet the mat. Keep your legs as they are. Cactus the arms. Heel toe your left foot to the left side of your mat. And then let your knees drop towards the right. So with your right ankle on your left thigh, you'll get a nice stretch through the left side. If it feels like too much or you feel pain on your left knee, you just take your ankle off of your thigh. So you can really make this your own. Good, and then everyone take the right ankle off of the left thigh, bring your knees back up to center, heel toe your feet hip width distance apart, kick your left heel to the sky, left ankle stays flexed, take it across the right thigh, stay as is or thread the needle. Sole of your right foot meets the mat, cactus the arms. Legs stay the same as you walk your right foot to the right side of the room. Your knees drop towards the left. Left ankle lifts off the right thigh. Navel draws to spine, the knees come back up to the sky. Heel toe the feet together and then draw your knees in towards your chest. Big hug. Give yourself a lot of love here. Stay here or take happy baby, separating the knees, reaching through the insides of the legs to hold on to the outsides of your ankles or your feet. And then when you're ready, you're just going to float your way into the most precious shape of the practice, Shavasana. Extending arms and legs out long, closing your eyes, and allowing all of your hard work to sink in.
Staying in Shavasana, keeping your eyes closed. Just take a brief moment of gratitude here. Gratitude for yourself, for taking time out of your day to move your body. Gratitude for your body, for moving you. Knowing that you are so strong. You're so capable. You are worthy. You are special. You are enough. In this moment, you are safe. Please stay here for as long as you would like. And I'll see you in the next video. Namaste.